body bags were horror lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Happy Thursday, everybody. This is your fright chick speaking. Okay, so I can't actually believe that none of us have done this yet, but I've chosen this week, as you know by clicking on this video, Insidious. I honestly thought one of us had done this, and I went to check back, and I was like, no, we haven't, but Insidious! I love this film. This is going to be a pretty positive review. There's nothing really much wrong with this in my eyes. This has got to be one of the very, very few films these days that genuinely scares me. I mean, films have scary moments in them, and they can make you jump, but to be genuinely scared of an upcoming scene or a whole film is quite rare for me, and this is definitely one of them. Okay, so this came out in 2011, and it already has a Chapter 2, which came out last year, and I've seen Chapter 2, and from the end of Chapter 2, it's pretty obvious there's going to be a Chapter 3. Just putting that out there. Okay, so yeah, this came out in 2011, and it basically is about sort of a possession ghost theme, I guess. So we have Renee and Josh, and they're just a typical American couple. They have 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, and we kind of open with them moving into a new house, and then through the course of the next few days, they go to wake up their son Dalton, who's the eldest, and they can't wake him up. They have all these tests done with the doctor, and they basically say he's in a coma, we don't know why, but he could wake up any day because there's nothing really wrong with him. And then it jumps to a few months later. This all happens in the first sort of 10 minutes, so it's not like a really big spoiler. Yeah, so Dalton here is about 3 months later, he's still in the coma, and he's back at home. And then from then on, we start seeing sort of ghostly happenings, especially his mother sees them. His dad doesn't really see anything, and, you know, his little brother says a few things here and there, but it's basically focusing on Renee. And she sees and hears things, and she ends up talking to Josh's mum about it, who then gets involved, and then she in turn brings a psychic, if you will, named Elise, to basically explain to them what's going on. I think everyone saw the trailer for this and saw the scene where they go, it's not the house that's haunted, it's your son. So you pretty much know what I'm going to say next. But yeah, she comes in and she says, look, your son can basically astral project, and there are some demons that want to take over his physical body because he's not in it anymore. That's why he's in a coma. So yeah, the whole film centres around that. It's basically a scare fest. You know, loads of jumpy moments, a little bit of backstory. There is a slight twist, I guess, with another family member being a bit more involved than they let on in the first half of the movie, which is good. It sets up the rest of the movie very well. There are some really decent scares in this. I mean, they're jump scares, but they're done really well. And I think that this film marked the beginning of that kind of new era, like Sinister, The Conjuring, the new format to which we have these horror films. And I think Insidious kind of blew it out of the water and opened it up for all of those films, to be honest. I really do. Some of the most iconic bits in this film, probably the demon's face next to the mum, and I guess, like, to be honest, all of it. I won't really give any like super spoilers away, but we do see the other side at some point in the film. You know, where all the ghosts originate from. We do visit that a few times in the film, and when we're in that part of the part of the other realm, there's some really scary shit in it. The Smiling Family. Was anybody else scared by the Smiling Family? Because, oh my god, I nearly shit a brick. And I got tricked into seeing this in the cinema. And I don't see horror films in the cinema because I don't like loudness. It's the loudness that scares me the most. I don't mind watching it. But even so, when I watch this now on my smaller TV, it still scares me. So, yeah, I pretty much sat through that whole film just like that. With my hands. I always sit with my hands over my ears like a right idiot through the whole film. And I think I nearly had a heart attack when the Smiling Family came on. Especially when they just go right into her face and she's just... It's horrible. It's horrible. And one last scene, the Tulips, what's the song called? I wrote it down. Tiptoe Through the Tulips is probably the scariest song I've ever heard. I will be using it as my wraparound music in this, just so you know what the hell I'm talking about. There's a scene with a dancing kid who isn't really there, and it shit me up. And if you want to see it, if you watch my 24-hour horror movie marathon video that I did on my channel, I do record that when I'm watching the film, so you can see that scene. It's just, it's horrible, it's horrifying. I don't really have much else to say. I'm going to cut this a bit short. They made this film for 1.5 million, and it made 97 million. Good on you, Insidious. Good on you. I don't really think I have anything else, actually, apart from that, except for the demon in this. the one demon. He's credited as Lipstick Face Demon. They really couldn't have thought. I would have called him Darth Maul too, to be honest, looking at him. Lipstick Face Demon. Oh, that is so cool. And the actor, whose name I've completely forgotten, who played Lipstick Face Demon, he's the one that composed all the music for this, which is kind of cool. 2 paychecks. Good on ya, Joseph or Joshua, whatever your name was. I've completely forgotten. Yeah, I'm going to end this here now. I hope I didn't give away too much, but you should really see this. There's a reason why it got a sequel straight away, and it's so good. And it's from the people who made Saw, so you know it's going to be decent. Yeah. So that was Insidious. Ghostly happenings around a comatose boy ready to scare the absolute crap out of you. Bye.